expect from Paul tonight?
I'm sorry?
What do you expect from Paul tonight? Is he going to start? Is he going to play?
You say
Paul Gasol. I'm sorry.
Powell? I thought you were talking about Chris for a second.
I'm sorry.
He's going to play. Yeah. He's on the team. He's going to play. LA's going to play. Tony's going to play. Blake's going to play. Everybody's going to play.
Kawhi's going to play, I presume.
Exactly.
Wow. This just in.
Which leads into my question. People
Okay.
talking about him as an MVP candidate. I mean, is that sort of an indication of his stature in the league now and how he's emerged and advanced as a player?
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's gotten better every year, and I don't think that was expected of him when he was drafted at 15. I don't think people thought of him in that regard. But over the years, he's shown himself to be such a dynamic player at both ends, and there's so few of those people that play at that level at both ends. That, he's earned a lot of respect, and whatever accolades he gets, he's earned them.
Obviously, Kawhi made the Rising Stars Challenge years ago, and look at the player he turned into. Do you hope that it sort of gives Jonathan Simmons a certain type of confidence?
Well, I don't think people look at the Rising Stars Challenge as a way of proving their worth. Let's just say that. It's all entertainment.
Will you start Gasol tonight?
I will not.
You will not. Still Dwayne?
Yes.
Has Dwayne benefited from playing with that starting group, do you think?
Well, I think, he's, he probably, it doesn't matter who he plays with, he just does what he does. He understands his role. It doesn't matter if he sat 3 games in a row or started 3 games in a row. He's going to rebound, go on the floor, play defense. That's the player that he is. It doesn't matter when he's in the game.
Well, have you ever considered banning specific media outlets from these gatherings?
Hey, nobody loves the First Amendment more than I do. Nobody.
What was your reaction, just from a pure basketball perspective, when you found out that DeMarcus Cousins would be playing with Anthony Davis in New Orleans?
He seemed to be happy about it, so I was happy for him. I think he's a good guy. And he seemed to be happy with the trade. And although he obviously, got close to the fans and the community, he missed that, I'm sure. But he seemed to think it was like a new beginning for him. So I was just happy for him because he seemed to be happy.
What do you think it takes for there to have success with a great pair of bigs in David and Nick? Because you had a lot of success with that in the 90s and 2000s. What does it take?
It's not about 2 guys. It's really about how the group comes together and how the pieces fit, how people establish themselves and their roles, how much they love playing together, how mentally tough a group can be. It's a lot of those things. You can't just say because of these 2 guards or these 2 big men, it's all going to work. There's a lot of things that go into becoming a championship club. So there's no one formula, that's for sure.
How different, 20 years ago you took over coaching this club, were your expectations then to what's actually happened?
No, I don't. As I've said before, the years that we won championships, I never went into those seasons thinking, we're pretty damn good. I think we're going to get it done this year. Never went through my head. So much depends on matchups and health and getting a break here and there, or a player off the bench coming through in a certain playoff game. I never thought, this is the plan, to win X number of championships and to do this. We just grounded out and tried to put together a culture and a program that would have continuity and just do the best we could. And we had a lot of good fortune along the way.
You think
His
5
name was-
years?
his name
You
was
think
Tim
20
Duncan.
years?
I think what?
You think 5 years you'd do this? Or can you imagine it was 20 years?
Honestly, I didn't let myself think about it. I just went to work every day and got a great group. over the years, we've been together a long time. Both players and a lot of management people, and our owner has been such that he let us do what we wanted to do. Absolutely no interference whatsoever. Just like any organization, you have a responsibility to keep your boss informed, but other than that, no direction whatsoever. And so I think, it all starts there. If an organization has that, then you can worry about the synergy between management and coaches and players. But if the owner doesn't get it, you got no shot.
So what is it? What's that you feel more proud of in your career so far?
I try not to be proud. I have a problem with proud, so I think it's just a matter of enjoying what's going on, try to keep it going as long as we can. At some point it'll stop. I try to think about what I get satisfaction out of, and I think my satisfaction comes from the relationships that we've forged over the years with managers or coaches or players, that have made it a big family. Being in the locker room and looking to my left and having Tim Duncan change clothes right there, and I'm going to go work out, and look to my right, and Monty Williams has a locker there, and so the family just gets bigger, and you get to enjoy people and their kids and all that. That's satisfying. I don't get a whole lot of satisfaction out of doing deny drills on the wing or transition defense. That's just your job, just like you all have a job. If other things don't thrill you, you got a problem.
Sean?
Anybody else?